The Muslim World League condemned the ongoing Iranian aggression against Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and countries of the region, describing it as terrorism and destruction. The League's Secretary General Mohammed Al-Issa affirmed that targeting civilians and civilian sites constitutes a blatant violation of international laws and norms, while commending the wise handling of the situation by the kingdom and the affected countries in order to preserve regional security and stability. OIC Independent Permanent Human Rights Commission condemned the Iranian military attacks targeting several member states, representing a clear violation of international law and the principles of respect for state sovereignty. The Commission emphasized that targeting civilians and vital infrastructure constitutes a grave breach of international humanitarian law and requires accountability. The Ministerial Council of GCC held an extraordinary meeting to discuss the Iranian attacks targeting several member states. It affirmed its strong rejection and condemnation of these assaults, stressing that the security of GCC states is indivisible and that they reserve their legal right to respond, while emphasizing the necessity of an immediate halt to escalation and prioritizing dialogue and diplomacy. Saudi Ministry of Foreign Affairs expressed the kingdom's condolences to the government and people of the Kuwait over the martyrdom of 2 Kuwaiti army personnel while performing their national duties, affirming its full solidarity with Kuwait and wishing a speedy recovery to the injured. Al-Azhar called for an immediate halt to the war in the region, expressing its condemnation of violations of the sovereignty of Arab states. It urged urgent intervention to establish peace and a return to negotiations, avoiding further escalation and humanitarian suffering. Jeddah Islamic Port Passports Department received pilgrims arriving to perform Umrah during Ramadan 1447 and completed their entry procedures smoothly. The General Directorate of Passports affirmed its full readiness by supporting terminals with qualified personnel and technical equipment, calling for following regulations and instructions until departure. Israeli occupation forces continue to close Al-Aqsa Mosque in occupied Jerusalem for the 4th consecutive day amid tightened military measures. In the West Bank, at least 19 Palestinians were arrested during raids in the cities of Hebron, Ramallah, and Qalqilia. The city of Istanbul is hosting the 43rd edition of the Ramadan Book Fair, with broad participation from publishing houses and remarkable turnout from visitors and families. The exhibition combines spiritual ambiance with cultural activities, featuring diverse publications, intellectual seminars, and special programs for children.